Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we got the first sneak peek for the upcoming January 2020 update. Now, as a Star Agent, this video is made in conjunction with the Netmarble Star Agent program, so thank you Netmarble for letting me be a part of that. Also want to let you guys know that I did some holiday shopping for myself and for the channel. So we are going to be upgrading the microphone. We're going to be upgrading with a mixer. The audio quality is going to go to an even higher, more delicious level as soon as I can figure out all the technology, which should take me about 6 months. So I'm pretty excited for that, and you should be too, in case you like listening to the videos and not just putting them on mute for some strange reason. Anyways, let's take a look at the sneak peek here. The new original, it's not really a sneak peek. The new original team that was teased during the Thailand and Malaysian game shows is ready. Man, that feels like it was forever ago, right? It's almost 2020. This was teased back in October. It's only been like 3 months or 2.5 months, but it feels like it's been forever. The Warriors of the Sky team has arrived in Marvel Future Fight. The powers of the 4, we have teams of 3, protectors and the identity of the Sky Kyrin will be revealed in the January update. Join the Warriors of the Sky. Now, for those of you wondering, Cynicalex, when is the update? I'm pretty sure I would bet my money on it. I wouldn't bet these locks. I wouldn't cut my hair if I was wrong, but I would bet a lot. Okay, I'll cut my hair if I'm wrong. That the update is going to land on the night of the 7th, very late on the 7th of January, which is a Tuesday, which is early morning, 1, 2 a.m. on Wednesday, January 8th, depending on your time zone. I'm speaking for sort of East Coast, West Coast, North America, Central America, and then maybe part of South America as well. Anyways, pretty exciting that we're getting a 2020 update. And yeah, let's take a look at what it is. So we've got a little sneak peek here. Again, it's not really a sneak peek, but we finally get to see some of the in-game art for these characters. Please accompany the new characters that will accompany you. Or sorry, please welcome the new characters that will accompany you on your missions. Which of these characters are you most curious to meet? And we'll talk about the pre-registration in a second, but first I want to show you guys this video because it is quite cool. We're just going to mute this in-game sound here, and we're going to check out this video. It's pretty dope. Let's check it out. Yeah, we got Shadow Shell. I finally remembered her name. War Tiger, Blue Dragon, and Redbird. And there's the Sky Kyrin. There we go. And so the video repeats 3 times, which obviously means that all of these characters are getting tier 3, which is dope. No, obviously not. But I gotta say, the in-game artwork looks so cool for these 4 characters. I've always loved the Marvel Future Fight artwork, which is why I've been playing this game for 4+ years now. But man, did they do such a good job of translating the artwork that we saw a few months ago for these 4 here. Like, man, we got here. Hang on. We got old Asian Santa Claus here, who looks hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious to call him Asian Santa, like buff Santa Claus, buff Asian Santa Claus. But he looks dope. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's got these like sick armor plating things here. He's got that really cool thing around his neck. The weapon looks sick. He's got a tattoo on his back. She's got the tattoo on her. On the back of her hand. We don't know where her tattoo is, and we also don't know where his tattoo is, but I'm guessing it. Well, I'm not guessing him. I'm saying it might be here on his arms. But man, Sunbird looks dope. I gotta say, he's got one earring. He's got this thing here. I don't know what looks, giving me like some Skyrim vibes. Her weapon detaches, but there's lightning, which is really cool. We didn't know that from before, so that's a cool little tidbit to know. And then she's got a gun. She's got a sniper. And she's got some shorts. So yeah, I think they all look really like I said this before, and you guys thought I was joking, thought I was just like a Netmarble shill pumping up the update, but they look sick. Like, Marvel Future Fight has never made a character look bad. They've always, even the characters that are boring in the comics, they make them look sick in Marvel Future Fight. I mean, like, I've been hyped for shit like Kid Kaiju and Moon Girl, like just the most like generic, they're literally childish characters, but I've been hyped for it because Marvel Future Fight does such a good job of not only translating it into the video game quality and their iconic art style that they've been known for now, but then also like you just know the in-game animations are gonna look absolutely sick. So even like, you know, I can compare these characters to Kid Kaiju, because honestly, when Kid Kaiju came out, I had no idea who he was or what he was about, and he was brand new to the comics, and these characters are too. They haven't even been in any comics yet. So there's not that much difference between them and Kid Kaiju. The one difference is, there's 4 of them, and Kid Kaiju is just one, but I couldn't really, you know, relate in any way to Kid Kaiju, because it's a kid who draws. I'm not a child, except mentally, and I can't draw for crap. So at least I can relate here, because they look badass as hell. They've got more of like an adult vibe to them, and like these weapons are sick. Scythe, dual blades, dual Chris, whatever it's called. Shout out to my boy Chris. You know, this crazy like nunchuck spear thing, and then like a Viper laser poison gun. Now, one really cool idea that I saw on the Reddit that I wanted to. Yo, I just noticed that the back of his scythe has like a tiger's head on it. That's really sick. There's a lot of attention to detail in these designs, I gotta say. The more I look at their designs, the more I find stuff that I'm like, yo, that's sick. Anyways, the one really cool idea that I haven't seen anywhere else except for on the Reddit, I know, is that the each of these characters here, red, blue, and green, are characters who have an element. So it seems like Sunbird's going to be fire, even though he's a speed type. It seems like she's going to be lightning, at least from what we see here, because she's and she's a blast type. She's probably going to be poison, and she's a universal type. He's combat. He doesn't seem to have any element. He might have bleed. That's obviously terrible. It's not really an element. He could have another one of the. He could have mind damage possibly, although it would be kind of weird for him to have mind damage. And then which one am I missing? Cold, I guess, because we've already got lightning, fire, and poison. We only have cold and mind left over. So it's just a thought. It's not necessarily true. I mean, they've heavily hinted at her having poison and toxin-based abilities, and they have hinted and they've used, words of fire with his. But they haven't really mentioned lightning for anything of hers, just that she translates or she infuses stuff with draconic energy, like dragon-based energy. I guess they can just draw that dragon energy as lightning, but not actually necessarily make it lightning. So we'll have to wait and see. But man, they look cool, and it's going to be interesting to see how they incorporate these 4 characters into the game, because as I've said before in videos, we only have teams of 3. We don't have teams of 4. So I'm very curious to see what they bring. But in addition to that, I am also, holding Netmarble to and holding the Marvel Future Fight devs to a very high standard when it comes to what the next update is going to bring, because of what happened with the last update, and also because of the game's age moving forward. Now, before we get into that, because that's a bit more of a serious topic, I just want to remind you guys to pre-register if you haven't already pre-registered. We are at 98%. We are dangerously close to unlocking the Tier 2 Selector and the 100 Crystals, so please, if you have not already pre-registered, go ahead and hit that pre-registration up here in the corner. I'm blocking it, but it's there, the purple, so that we can get that last reward unlocked for everyone in the game. It doesn't matter if you use an email that's attached to an actual account for Marvel Future Fight. You just have to, in some way, pre-register. Now, the thing that I was talking about as far as holding Marvel Future Fight to really high expectations is that the game is moving into the last few months of its 4th year, and then moving into its 5th year. The game has been around for almost 5 years. It's a really long time for a mobile game. And the great thing about that is the game has been able to evolve and has been able to improve over those 4 years. On the flip side, there's always more room to improve, and Marvel Future Fight has not done a good job in taking care of older game modes. Timeline Battle, Alliance Tournament, Alliance Conquest, World Boss Invasion, Co-op. These game modes have not changed in almost 3 full years. For any other game, even for mobile games, that's unacceptable. That's just way, way, way too long. Don't make me start another hashtag, Marvel Future Fight. Please bring fixes to these game modes. Please update these game modes in terms of the gameplay, in terms of the crashing and those issues, fix that stuff, and please improve these game modes in terms of the gameplay and the rewards. Bring these game modes into 2020. Bring these game modes into the present, because they've been stuck in the past for so long. It's just absolutely embarrassing. Like, you know, the price of everything has gone up in terms of crystals, but you're still giving us a maximum of 200 crystals per week, 220 crystals for placing in the top 1% of all players in the game. That's just not good enough, man. That's just not good enough. You're giving way more rubies out to players who do that in King of Fighters. Now, I understand it's a gacha game, but you're giving them like 500 rubies for placing in the top 1%. There's just no way, you guys, you know, there's no way that the game hasn't changed that much in 3 years that you don't have to update the rewards. I mean, I know for a fact you guys have changed the uniforms. They used to cost $750, now they cost $1050. That's 300 crystals per uniform. Speaking of uniforms, the update is not just going to be these 4 new characters. We're guaranteed to see at least 1 or 2 new uniforms for existing characters. Hopefully they will do sort of a medley approach that they did with the Uncanny Avengers Agents of Atlas update. That was a really good update because it had stuff for Luna Snow, Crescent, White Fox, and then it also had stuff, of course, for Rogue, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, you know, Dr. Voodoo, Vision, etc. So, with that being said, my last tip for you guys to finish off this video is for Shadowland, and I already let the Twitch bros know about this. Don't play Shadowland if you can. Don't play this week's Shadowland until Wednesday. So you basically have to wait another 6 days. You have to wait until, you actually have to wait until 2020. January 1st is when you should play Shadowland, because then if you play Shadowland on the 1st, then all of the biometric selectors that you get, those 225 selectors, they will last in your inventory until the 8th. And the 8th is when, you can see that I got a 5-day expiry. The 8th is when the update should land. So if there are any of the characters, any of the new characters, Blue Dragon, War Tiger, Shadow Shell, Sunbird, if any of those are unlockable with biometric selectors, you'll have them in your inventory. And if not, if any of the new uniforms are for bio-selector characters, you can quickly pick up their bios and upgrade their uniforms for free. Additionally, if you haven't already purchased the 6-star selector, you can also purchase it. And from what I've been told, I mean, not that you can purchase it, I'm saying you might want to think about purchasing it because it's $1 and it can give you a brand new character at 6 stars for $1. If you keep it in your item tab, from what I've been told, if you keep it in your item tab and you don't hit acquire and you wait for that expiry to tick down to like 2 days and then you click acquire, you can actually save it for double the time. So you can save it for basically 59 days here, and then when you click acquire, it will go back into your gift tab with a 59-day expiry on it. I'm not 100% sure if that's the case with this one. This is what I was told by someone on Twitch, but if that's true, you'll definitely be able to use this on a brand new character even if you buy it now, because there's no way we're going to go 4 updates in a row without 1 new character. There's no way we're going to go 2 updates in a row without 1 new free character. So, with that being said, let me know what you think of the Warriors of the Sky. Which one are you most hyped for? I'm still most hyped for Sunbird, but Shadow Shell and War Tiger are kind of climbing up, getting closer. I'm not 100%. I'm honestly the least hyped for Blue Dragon just because she's a female blast hero. We've seen this story so many times. We just have so many strong female blast heroes. I'm kind of over the typing in general. So let me know. Hit me up in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully the holidays have been good to you and the new year will be even better. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.